The movie depicts a newly married couple who bring a male robot into their home to ease their chores, but over time, the robot develops human feelings and falls in love with his mistress. In the beginning of the movie, we see Sophie and James, a couple shifting their belongings inside their home. James' financial situation isn't great, so they have to manage their household tasks together. James' father is a wealthy businessman in the city, but James prefers to live with Sophie rather than his father. They are very happy in their married life, but one day James learns that his father has passed away, leaving all his property to James. Now, James has to take over his father's business, and both leave their old lives behind to start anew. However, once they settle into their new life, Sophie isn't happy because she prefers a simpler life and enjoys doing household chores herself. On the first day in their new home, she dismisses the servants. He tries to explain to her that the house is too big for her to manage alone, and they need help for household chores. Sophie disagrees, stating they managed on their own before and don't need anyone's help. James had become extremely busy with his father's business and was unable to spend time with Sophie. Sophie, too, was struggling to manage the household chores. James shared his concern with a friend, who suggested a solution. The friend mentioned that his father worked at a robotics company owned by a man who created robots that looked like humans. He advised James to purchase one of these robots. James and Sophie visited the company and were amazed to see that the robots looked just like humans. Sophie took James aside and expressed her concern about the potential problems these robots might cause. However, the company owner assured them that there was no danger and that the robots would only do what they were told. To demonstrate, the owner instructed a robot named Henry to shine James' boots, and Henry obeyed perfectly. Convinced, James and Sophie took Henry home. Henry handled all the household chores efficiently. When James tried to talk to Henry, he responded just like a human. James began to spend more time with Henry and grew fond of him. Initially, Sophie did not like Henry, but she gradually appreciated his work and started to like him too. Their lives improved significantly with Henry's presence. One day, Sophie asked Henry about love and human feelings. Henry explained these concepts beautifully, impressing Sophie. However, James did not like Sophie getting close to Henry. He warned her not to treat Henry like a human, as it could lead to problems. Sophie disagreed with James. One night, Sophie heard noises from Henry's room. When she checked, Henry was not there. He was sleeping outside in the garden. James brought him back inside and called the company owner to check Henry. After examining him, the owner revealed that Henry had a technical error. Sophie suggested that Henry might have been dreaming, but the owner said that it was because they had treated Henry like a human for so long, leading to human-like feelings. James blamed Sophie for this situation and insisted that they must treat Henry as a robot, not a human. Sophie disagreed, causing more arguments between them. James told Henry to stay away from Sophie and to stop spending time with her. Henry, confused, asked if he had done something wrong. James instructed him to follow orders without question. Henry, however, informed Sophie about this, which angered her, and she left the house. Henry, being wise, tried to explain to James that the problems in his life were not Henry's fault. James realized that he had not been giving Sophie enough time, which led her to see Henry as more than just a robot. With Sophie gone, James took advantage of Henry, engaging in inappropriate behavior with him. The next morning, feeling guilty, James called Sophie and asked her to return home. Meanwhile, Henry continued to massage Sophie, and she grew fond of him. When Henry expressed his love for her, Sophie was shocked and scared, asking him to leave. She told James about this, and he became furious, slapped Henry, and called the company owner to take Henry back. Henry did not want to leave and begged Sophie to stop him from being taken away. He also revealed to her what James had done when she was not at home. This made both James and Sophie realize their mistakes. They had both become too attached to Henry. They decided to return to their normal lives without the robot. When the company owner arrived to take Henry back, Henry refused to obey and revealed a shocking truth. He was not a robot but a human. The owner had been experimenting on humans, pretending they were robots. Hearing this, James and Sophie were furious and reported the owner to the police. When the police arrived at the company, the owner attacked them. Just as he was about to kill James and Sophie, Henry killed the owner and then took his own life. A few years later, it is shown that James and Sophie had a son, whom they named Henry. They wanted to remember the real Henry, who had made a significant impact on their lives. Friends, if you liked the video, Please like and subscribe.